Hey guys, what's up? Pete Servold, founder and owner of Pete's Paleo and author of Paleo Eats, Real Food, Real Simple, here for another awesome Facebook Live video on PaleoHacks Facebook page. Today we're going to be doing the bacon bars, bacon nut energy bars. We make them from scratch when we use our sugar-free bacon. It's actually one of the recipes that's available in the cookbook, Real Food, Real Simple, that you can get right now. In the comment section below, there's a link below to get the book, and it's available for just the cost of shipping right now, which is awesome. I'll mention some of that stuff and explain more of that later. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and give everyone just a second to tune in and make sure that you're all hearing me, and let me know in the comment section where you're from and how everything's going. And don't forget to put your questions into the comments, and we will get to them towards the end of the video. So like I said, the bacon bars are available in the Paleo Eats Real Food Real Simple recipe book. I really like these bars a couple reasons. One, it's another way to use bacon. Two, between the nuts and the bacon and the almond butter and all the ingredients, you're getting a ton of amino acid change, tons of real protein. So it's a really good energy treat. It's not like most of the energy drinks or bars that are almost all sugar. This is all fat and protein for the most part, except for a little bit of honey. So that's going to really sate you, really slow your digestion system down, and allow you to get through the rest of the afternoon or workout or whatever it is without having to eat a bunch of sugar. Start off, we've got bacon. To keep this paleo, you're going to want to use sugar-free bacon. We have the Pete's Paleo bacon, which you can get at petespaleo.com, but any sugar-free bacon that you use is going to be fine. I will say that most of the time, stuff even that's available in the grocery store that's sugar-free will still be brined as opposed to cured. And what that means is they soak it in water solution as opposed to pulling water out. So you might have to wait a little bit longer until that bacon gets crispy. But either way, you're going to end up with the same result. So there's the bacon that we use. Here's the final result. I cut it very thin into regular bacon slices, and then cut that into strips, and then cut that into little julienne bacon. Our dog says hi to our mailman every day. Anyway, so like I said, so this is julienne bacon. We have we cook it in a pan. You start in a cast iron pan. We always use cast iron when we cook bacon at our house. It just helps cook it evenly, really absorbs the heat well, and it also helps season the cast iron pan when you have all the bacon. The bacon you cook started on no heat. Just put the dry bacon into the pan with no extra oil. Go ahead and turn it on to medium and let it get nice and crispy. Now I always kind of tell this, but just so that I can say it again, when you're sure that the bacon needs more time to get nice and crispy, turn the heat off. Do not cook it any longer. It will carry over. It's going to cook 20% more while it's sitting in the pan, and that'll make it nice and crispy. I also actually poured the fat from cooking the bacon into there because the bacon fat's going to add more flavor, and it's also going to help us bind the bars. Today we've got a few different kinds of nuts. I've got toasted pecans, I've got some raw California almonds, and then I've got some toasted Marcona almonds. You can use walnuts, you can use pepitas, you can use cashews, you can use whatever you want, but I really like the mix of flavor that I get from pecans and a couple of different kinds of almonds. We have an equal part of everything. You can see we have about a cup of pecans, a cup of almonds, a cup of bacon, and a cup of the Marcona almonds. The honey and almond butter you're going to use in kind of whatever capacity that you need. One, for how sweet you want it, and two, so that it stays nice and binding. Go ahead, you're going to use a food processor for this. Just dump all the nuts in. Marcona almonds. And you can see this is the bacon and all the bacon fat. You can see all that fat that's coming out of there. That is going to be really good for flavor and to help pull everything together. Now, every time you get different nuts, every time you get different bacon, it's going to have different moisture content, it's going to have different fat content. And so really this is a recipe that I'm giving you the basis for, but what you're looking for when you pull everything together is something that's holding together and with a certain texture. And I'll show you that when we get towards the end. Honey, start with about a quarter cup. Almond butter, same thing, looking for 1/4 to 1/3 cup, just to start. A couple pinches of salt really helps pull the flavors out. And then we like to use cinnamon to give it a little sweet dessert kind of flavor. Just pulse it. Okay, just take a stop after you do that for a little bit and see how it's mostly coming together. Really good texture, but if you pick it up and you try to clump it and it falls apart like that, you want to add a little bit more almond butter. We're going to go with another couple tablespoons or 1/3 of a cup. There. I'll wash my hands real quick. Obviously, everything in this recipe is sticky and messy, as my 2-year-olds would say. So when I go to pull everything together, there you go. See how you have a ball forming now? Watch as it goes around. You have a big ball. Just like when you were making pasta back before you became paleo, that's how you know it's ready to come out. I like to, we have a basic baking sheet here. We're gonna use this to press the nuts into. I like to use a little bit of olive oil just in the bottom of the pan so that it doesn't stick. Then you're also gonna spread that around with your hand. Your hands are the best tool that you have in the kitchen. Don't be afraid to get in there and cook. So rub the bottom, and then I also take that olive oil and rub it on my hands. So when I push the bars into the cookie sheet, it makes it a lot easier to get the nuts off and not everything stick to you. So see there, got a really good texture. And if you buy a lot of energy bars, it's probably as soon as that came out of the food processor, you recognize that that's kind of what they mostly look like anyways, except that they're made with dates and sugar and filler, and you just made the same thing with bacon and nuts. Perfect. So we've got this beautiful mixture. It's pressed into the bottom of the pan. We're going to throw this into the oven at 325 degrees for 6 to 8 minutes until it's nice and toasty. This helps everything kind of just pull together and really helps solidify what you're doing. From there, you're going to throw it in the fridge after it's cooled down. Leave it in there for 1 hour to 2 hours until it's completely cooled off. You can pull it out of the refrigerator and you can cut it with a butter knife. And what you're going to get is these beautiful bacon bars ready to go. These last in the fridge for 2 weeks. They last in the freezer for 6 to 8 months. So you can really kind of make a huge batch and have it for quite some time. But again, there's your paleo bacon bars. Again, this recipe is actually available in the cookbook, Paleo Eats Real Food Real Simple, which you can get for the cost of shipping right now in the comments section below. Go ahead and answer any questions that people have right now while we're finishing up the video.
Darlene was wondering all the nuts that you used, almonds, walnuts, and...
No, I used almonds, pecans, and I used a Marcona almond. So I used the California almond that you're used to seeing, and then the Marcona Spanish almond. And again, you can sub the Marcona almonds with cashews. You can sub the pecans with walnuts. It's really whatever your flavor profile is, and if you also happen to have any allergies. If you have a almond allergy, you can use sunflower butter, and that will work just the same as far as being a binder, and it'll avoid that allergy for you.
Kim wants to know where we're located.
We are located in Atlanta, Georgia. We also have our other commercial kitchen on the West Coast in San Diego, but we ship all over the country currently right now, yeah, all 50 states.
Doesn't seem like there's any more questions.
Awesome.
But we do have people from Scotland, Ireland, British Columbia, And lots of people are liking our dogs, as well as saying that they are waiting to eat the bacon.
Okay, awesome. Well, the bacon is delicious. The bacon bars are delicious. Our dogs are very good security dogs, obviously. Thanks for dealing with that barking for us. Go ahead.
Alexandra wants to know if we'll be doing more live cooking.
Yes, so we actually are really excited about this. I'm glad that you asked, Alex. So we've been working with PaleoHacks for a while. We worked with them to create the Paleo Eats Real Food, Real Simple book. But we have some really exciting upcoming projects for 2017 that we're stoked about, as well as doing weekly videos on the PaleoHacks website. We're going to look to do it about this same time every week on Wednesday, right around lunchtime here in Atlanta, noon. So I think that's probably nighttime in Scotland and Ireland. We will put the information up on the PaleoHacks Facebook Live website, and every week we're going to be doing either a recipe from this book or our upcoming cookbook or just something that I saw in the grocery store yesterday, and really, really appreciate you guys tuning in, and thanks so much for checking us out. Again, my name's Pete with Pete's Paleo. We have one more question.
Well, first of all, Joe is from New Zealand, and Gail is from South Africa, and Alma from Texas. But Tara wanted to know if we should use all the bacon grease from the bacon.
Yes. Yeah, it's essentially going to have the perfect ratio for how much bacon you've cooked and how much fat comes out of it. You want to use all of that because really, again, the bacon's going to help bind it. So you're never going to have more bacon fat than you really need.
Tracy, you can get a copy of the book in the comments section below for just the price of shipping right now.
Cost of shipping. And again, this book has the bacon bar recipe. I show you how to perfectly poach fish, lots of soup. We have a lime cauliflower soup, grilled peach and bacon salad. Yes, we like to use bacon, but it's a beautiful book, lots of good recipes, very simple, just stuff like this, just a few ingredients put together properly, super healthy, delicious, always paleo. Again, thanks so much for checking it out. Again, you can get the book at the comment section below for just the cost of shipping right now. We will see you guys next week for another one of these awesome live cooking videos. Thanks so much and have an awesome day.